Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I want to talk through some of the preparations I'm making for some cold weather that I have coming up in the next couple of nights. It's right here at the end of March, and I have about 2 more weeks before my average last frost date, so this isn't surprising in any way, shape, or form. But we as gardeners tend to try to get ahead on things, and we have things in our yard that may be slightly marginal, and so there are some things that we need to think about when we get these. It's late cold, but it's not really late cold, okay? I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, zone 7B. They're predicting like 28, 29 degrees in a couple nights from now. And I've got things that are in full flower out here. I've got things with lots of new growth on them out here. And I thought I'd go through just what I'm doing real quick. I've got some open flowers on some things like Agapanthus and some salvias that I actually brought up from the Gulf Coast, and those things just flat out have to go inside. These are plants that are, in the process of blooming like they would be in May or June. They definitely need protection. I've had a lot of views on a video I did a few weeks back about, I think it's called Dahlia Jumpstart. My dahlias are in containers right here, and I basically am in the process of trying to get them to grow out some so that I'll have a jump start on the summer. Dahlias are tropicals. I've got my elephantiers started early here. I've got several other bulbs started early here. These are just going to go inside the house. I mean, when we're dealing with tropical plants, I'm not going to try to just barely protect them. If they're mobile like they are here, which I've left them mobile, they can just go directly in the house and I don't have to worry about them. I've got my potatoes in grow bags back here, and the potato foliage has come up, and I'm about to put another layer of compost on them. 28's a little cold for those potatoes, and so I'm going to take those potatoes, get the foliage covered up on them with some compost today, and then I'm actually just going to put them in the shed here. I just need to keep them above freezing, and if it's 28 outside, it'll be above freezing in the shed. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to have those just packed close together. The other things I'm going to think about as I'm going around the yard, open flowers are the most vulnerable thing you have in your landscape, and newly planted things. Okay, so as you're going around your landscape, shrubs that are in full bloom, you're liable to lose some of those flowers. It just is what it is. I've got a loropetalum over there in full bloom. It's likely that those flowers are going to be damaged. The plants that have just barely leafing out and have just new foliage on them, they're probably going to get a little tip burn on them. I actually call that a free pruning. I'm not that worried about it at all. That's not something I'm going to cover. Where I do get concerned is if it's a newly planted plant and it's covered in a lot of new growth. Maybe you put in something that's super small and it's got new growth coming out on it. We've just planted it, which is a stress. I probably don't want to put that cold on it. So I think I'm going to put a pot over something like that, or a sheet, and offer it some protection from having frost directly on the leaves. I have a few marginal perennials in my yard, one of them being Agapanthus. Again, I'm in zone 7B. Some of the Agapanthus I'm using are zone 8 hardy. They've lived through the winter and they've started to come back up, and I do not want to put an additional stress on them. I'm lucky that they survived the winter, that I had a mild winter, and so now I'm going to go around and just put pots over the top of them for these 2 nights that I'm going to have that are below freezing. So I talked about covering the marginal perennials, the things that are barely hardy in my area that have already started to break the ground. The things that are well hardy into my area, like hardy 2-3 zones colder than my zone 7 area, like a hosta that's coming out of the ground, not worried about it at all. I don't think it's going to have a problem. It's not going to have a problem with a frost or a freeze. I've got peonies coming up. I've got some carex that I had cut back coming back. These are zone 5, zone 4 perennial things. 28 degrees isn't going to bother them. It'll be like it never happened to those guys. If it was going to be low 20s or something, we'd be having a different conversation here. I might on some of these things that have got some new growth on them, start covering more of it. But again, upper 20s. I'm just worried about tropical things and things where I'm pushing the cold hardiness of. Here is in my hand, I'm holding a flat of marigolds that I started in the house. I've had them outside just trying to get some sun on them on some of these warmer days. They definitely have to go in. Any summer annuals, if you've gone and bought baskets already, you've bought any of your summer vegetables, all of those things, they're going to need really, if you can, just to bring them inside. That's the best case. But all of my summer things that I've been prepping for this upcoming growing season, they're just going to go right in the house. My cool season vegetables, which I think you can see in the frame here, I've got beautiful lettuce and broccoli and kohlrabi. Those things, upper 20s, just isn't going to bother them. My temperature on these, where I would start to worry, would be somewhere in the mid to low 20s. Then I would put a frost protection blanket over my cool season vegetables. So if you're looking at your forecast and you've got broccoli and lettuce and those kinds of things in the ground, anything below 25, I would put some sort of sheet or frost protection blanket over them. Last thing in this video that I'll mention is many of you watching probably have bulbs that are blooming, and those are just so difficult to cover. Upper 20s, number one, won't hurt them. So my temperatures I'm not worried about. If you had low 20s and you've got open tulips already and daffodils and those kinds of things, they could potentially be nipped by them. It's just so hard to cover them. I find that any kind of covering technique I use, I end up doing more damage to them than just letting them, letting them go through the night on their own. So again, mainly here for me, if you're experiencing upper 20s, is make sure there's no tropical plants outside. Get those completely into your heated envelope of your space. Things that you're just slightly worried about and you can pick up and move, like the potatoes, I'm putting them where they're going to stay above freezing, but I'm not trying to, I don't need to keep them 70 degrees or anything like that. Open flowers, likely going to get some damage. So I've got some azaleas in the front yard, likely going to get damaged. If I was concerned about it, I could throw some sheets over them and I probably would be able to protect those open flowers. Some of my larger growing plants like this Loropetalum, they're just going to have to take it. The well-established leafy shrubs are probably going to get nipped back just a little bit on the new growth. Free pruning, in my opinion. Thank you guys for watching this video. Good luck with the upcoming cold, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for upcoming content.